All right, it's day 129. It's another good day in the books. Did everything I had to do today. Excuse me. Um, Not a crazy day. Just another fucking work heavy day. I could have done more, like always, but I did the necessary requirements. Excuse me. Um, a lot of it kind of is just building a routine because there's things I do every single day that get done no matter what. It's just kind of like what I just need to force some tasks into that bubble so they stick. Like, I mean, for example, I work out every single day. I don't miss a day in the gym. Um, I eat healthy every day. Brush my teeth. I just started flossing. I mean, this is like not related to business at all, but it's like something I do every day. I started to do every single day like a month ago. And I need to group in some of these other tasks. And one of the new ones for business is this email scraping. I scrape 10,000 emails a day, source 10,000 emails a day on LinkedIn. It's really fucking easy, but now it's like that is a part of my routine and I'm never ever gonna miss that. That's like a for sure set in stone that I will get that done no matter what happens. Just like my gym, just like flossing, whatever. um, but I'm trying to group some more shit in there so I just stay more on it. And I had a little kind of like I think it's kind of low intelligent take, but it's so simple that I think it kind of like opened my eyes a bit. But maybe some of you will resonate with it. But when you take something like I like using the gym and I like using fitness because it's something that's a part of my life, and I think it's easy to use as an analogy for a lot of things. But when you have a goal in fitness, let's say you want to get, let's say you want to get jacked, let's say you want to get lean, let's say you just want to be the best, the strongest, the best version of yourself physically. It's very simple because all you have to do is just avoid the shit that is not going to take you to your goal by process of elimination. So it's like, well, don't eat cookies, don't eat like shit, definitely don't be lazy, don't sit around, don't skip fucking multiple weeks in the gym, it's basically like don't eat like shit and don't skip your training sessions and you will achieve your goals. Like, that's how simple it is. It's literally two things: don't eat like shit and don't skip your training. That is all you have to do to achieve your fitness goals. So I was like thinking about it in terms of business, and it's like, well, I want to be successful. So what can I use by process of elimination to understand, to simplify it down? Because that makes it super simple. Then it's just two things you need to worry about, and everything falls into place. Like, then you're just eating healthy and you're just working out. It's like, well, I know what I don't need to do, so I don't have to worry about that. I just stay in this kind of channel and I can do whatever I want in that channel. Like, I can eat whatever I want as long as it's healthy. I can do whatever I want in the day as long as I train. So it's very fucking simple. But anyway, back to business. I think it can be applied to business. Like, what is not gonna get me there? What is not gonna get me successful? Well, being lazy, not being productive, not doing what I know I'm supposed to be doing. I mean, it's a bigger bucket for sure, but I think just eliminating everything that you know is keeping you from your goal, and then creating kind of like that channel or that track and just staying on that track, and you can do whatever you want, because you already eliminated all the bullshit that was holding you back. So it is kind of like, I think it's a little like low intelligence, but it's just a simplified take of it. Like, the process of elimination, just eliminate shit that you know is not going to benefit your goal. Like, being lazy, wasting time, not like missing a day in business. I mean, what else? There's a plethora of shit, but I guess it comes down to just don't be lazy, don't waste time, and don't miss a day or, multiple days, whatever. As long as I just don't do those things, then I can do whatever I want. Like I have the fucking written in stone shit on the wall. It's like, don't be lazy, don't waste time, and don't miss multiple days. It's like, that's the stone writing on the wall. It's like, okay, well, I can do anything else I want to do. I just have to abide by those, you know? And it's like, boom, it's the same thing with the gym. So I just thought it was an interesting concept. And I think I'm gonna start to apply it to business and see how it goes. I mean, like I said, it's kind of simplified. Like, it's, well, no shit, like, you gotta fucking put in the work. Like, it's obvious, but it's also like, I think playing little mind tricks with yourself is sometimes essential, especially if you don't have that external pressure. Like, when you have to create your own pressure and your own stress, that's when you kind of gotta play mental gymnastics with yourself and just try and, like, just completely convince yourself of a different scenario, basically. Because that's all it is. Like, stress and pressure are some of the greatest levers, only if they're self-imposed. Like, self-imposed pressure. Like, if I quit my job tomorrow and was like, oh shit, I gotta make this X amount of money this month or I'm evicted. It's like, I'm not obviously gonna do that because the risk is higher than the reward, and it would just be kind of stupid. But that kind of pressure, I think, is really good because your back's against the wall. You have to perform. You have to do this shit. It's like, I would not be able to fucking waste time and be lazy if I had that fucking amount of pressure that I put on myself. You know, it's like, holy shit, like, I have to do this. And so I think finding ways to add that in your life, like self-imposed pressure, I think is amazing. Self-imposed stress. So you should be going out and pursuing that. A lot of people talk about the comfort zone. A lot of people talk about getting uncomfortable. No one talks about self-imposed stress, self-imposed pressure. Because everyone says, you know, the world tells you, don't be stressed. Stress kills. It's only stress that's imposed by other people onto you. So things outside of your control, but any self-imposed stress, I think, is one of the great levers we have just to perform. So going out and creating that pressure and that stress, I think, is an amazing thing. I'm definitely gonna be doing it. I mean, don't bite off more than you can chew. Because like, well, I've run this scenario so many times in my head. Like, why don't I just quit my job now? I've been thinking about that for 2 months, and it's just like, if I did quit, I really, 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 really think there's a really good chance that I make it and I never look back and I don't get evicted and I make the money that I need to make. But the fucking putting myself in that situation where it's like, okay, well, I don't have the job now, but if I don't make it, like, there's so many things outside of my control. Like, I could get my Instagram account banned, I could get my Shopify banned. Like, there's so many things, and not that they would, but it's like, that could happen and I'd be entirely fucked. I'd be able to do nothing about that. Like, it would just be over. And I mean, I don't necessarily jive with that philosophy, because it's like, well, you could also go get hit by a car tomorrow. It's like, that shit's just outside of your control. I wouldn't factor it in to your plan. It's just like, there's 1,000,001 things, bad things that could happen at any given moment. I could get fucking sniped by a fucking sniper right now, boom, through the head. But it's just like, to talk about the theoretical shit is just kind of stupid. And I think that is a theoretical, like, well, that might happen. So the reason that I don't do it is, yeah, I guess I just don't have that much faith in myself. That's what it really boils down to. Because if I had the utmost faith in myself, I know I could do it. But I guess I just don't have that yet. I also just think it's like, I just think it's a bad risk, you know? I think it would be a great amount of pressure, like I talk about, but I just think it would be a bad risk. Like, there's not much upside. I mean, there's upside, there's a lot of upside, but there's not, like, I don't know. I got a good thing going right now, but humans are also very, like, we like to be in homeostasis, and we like to do the least amount of effort possible. That's why it's so hard to gain weight. That's why it's so hard to lose weight, because your body wants to do the least amount. So naturally, we kind of just fill the environment we're in. We fill the space we're in, and we don't try to go over that. Naturally, you have to really fight. You know, you have to really hold on to break through the firmament. It's a lot. It takes a lot of fucking velocity and strength to push to fucking combat nature. So I think adding that pressure, like I always say, I think is really good. But I'm gonna hold out. I think, like, I don't know, if it fucking added 2 months onto my e-com journey because I didn't take the risk, I think that's honestly, it's okay with me. Because the flip side of that is like, well, I didn't make money, and then it's like I gotta make calls, and like I made a potential eviction, and an eviction would kind of fuck me up, and I'd probably have to get another job, so it would be stupid. But then it comes down to like that faith in myself. Like, I guess it's just a faith, self-faith issue. I don't know. But yeah. Enough rambling. Today's lesson: process of elimination. Eliminate. Just make it super simple. Make it super simple. Cut it down, bare bones. Make a list of everything that you shouldn't do that's gonna pull you away from your goal, and just don't do those. And then do whatever you want. That's as simple as it needs to be. And yeah, I'm gonna leave it at that. So that's the end of today. Catch you guys tomorrow.